Hey everyone, thank you for stopping in. We're gonna be building shelves for a pantry. Just gonna be using some plywood, and we're gonna fold it over twice, bend it with no creases. We're gonna bevel the edges, or bevel the, we're gonna take the plywood and bend it like that so that the picture matches, the picture matches, and the picture matches, so it looks like a solid piece on the end. Alright, well, these shelves are terrible. I made a particle board with some sort of a picture on it. It's not even like a good picture, it's like a silk screened wood grain thing. So out with all of these. We're gonna grab Chompy. And it's called a crowbar, but it doesn't look nothing like a crow. Kind of have to be careful a little bit where the sheetrock is if you don't have a stud behind it. You need to be gentle, super gentle with a hammer. Yeah, it's time for a little sucky. Alright, so I set my table saw up to cut this board roughly in half. And I want to make a total of 5 shelves, 6 shelves, I don't know. Alright, we're setting this to 16. Put a little feather thingy on here. That'll help keep it up at the fence so I keep a nice straight line. I'm going to match those by drawing a line across so I can match them up later. Just like that. Set this thing to 26.5. So that's how wide I want them. Ooh, be careful. I'm setting these in order behind me and then matching them up to the line so that I can do these next pieces and have them all come out the same. Probably shouldn't use this tool like this. You notice how careful I'm being. And these pieces line back up again so that I can make a waterfall edge. I don't even know if that's what you call it. Alright, we're setting 0. And we're going to tilt this suck-a-duck over to 45. Or really close to it. Probably should have gone a little deeper, but that's where I went. I'm going to come over about 3/4 of an inch. And do it on a test piece. And never mind, I'm just going to send it. No, but really I did test it. And here's the mating half. So these pieces will be pointing at each other. Probably should use this push fish. Now I'm going to check to see if I'm getting it in the right spot. Because I only want that to be the front of the shelf. Using a push fish and a, I don't know, sticker. I've got my blade fairly low so I'm not in fear that I'm going to jam that stick into there and have it flick out at my belly. I got a big belly. Alright, and we'll have to do the same trick on this to get it to be the bottom part. Count over 3/4 of an inch. Cut it right about there. So it's be 1.5 inches. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I think I'm just going to wing it. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna go with it. This gets a little weird. I am wearing extra underwear on this so that if it flicks back at me, it won't hurt so bad. I'm going to use a little scrubby. This is actually a foam thing with sandpaper on it. Or, you know, I'm just using my hand. Just made sure I'm matching these lines up with the other lines. Does that sound really loud to you guys, like the sanding? It sounded loud to me. Here, is that better? I don't know, I'm just knocking the fuzzies off. So I'm going to set up a little guide and a little guide. Just want to make sure everything stays square. And I flip everything over. Even this piece, because, you know, got to be facing the wrong way. So I fold my tape over backwards. And then fold it over backwards on the other part of the bench so I can lay these things on there. There we go. And now I can just run it up against both of those walls and press it down, and it should stick there really good. Let's match this up. And the final one. I left these long, and all I have to do is rip them off. Just throw a little snot in there. You can use glue if you want. I like using this little silicone brush. I don't even know where I got it from. Probably Amazon. But it's silicone, so once the stuff all dries on it, you can just pull it right off and it just comes off. It should all line up. Little squeeze out is okay, because you're going to end up, you know, sanding it or chiseling it or... And I'm going to use just a little... I don't know, it's not even really a woodworker's chisel. It's like a... I guess it is. I don't know. It's just not a very good one. It's yellow. I do this before the stuff gets real hard, and it comes off pretty easy. And then later on, I will stick it on the tie-down bench and throw some sandy on it. I'm using like 400 grit sandpaper because this is already sanded plywood. I'm just trying to make it look all even and get the glue squeeze over or whatever you want to call it off of it. Feels great. Let's make some stickers, sides. Definitely want to use the push fish on this because this is only 1.5 inches wide. And just need a bunch of them. As many shelves as you have, as many of those you're going to need. These will be for the sides. And I need, you know, a bunch of those too. Don't need this piece, it's not wide enough. Hey look, I measured, it fits. So I'm going to cut a little taper on the end of each one of these pieces, and you guys can't see anything because my camera didn't seem to want to move. I told it to move. I'm just going to sand the edge grain on these and a little bit of a round over just to try to break the edge. And sand off the face, the side, whatever. It's only the side that's going to be seen. These will go against the wall. This is the underneath of the shelf. And I made them just a little short because I don't want them running into the piece right there where my hand is. I do want to make sure this is wide enough to cover it. And then I'm going to do a half lap to take up that. So now I've matched all these things so that they're pretty side in and sanded and ready to go. So now I'm just going to mark them as sets. I've had real good luck with this on the last project, so I'm going to use it again. I learned a lot on that last project. Boring. Alright, let's just get through this. I don't want to touch it. There we go. A little test cut to make sure that the half lap's going to work. And I was off just a little bit, so I'm going to make an adjustment. I actually didn't take the kerf, the blade into consideration. And now it looks great. So now let's do it for real. Hey, worked. I don't know, that looks like a little blowout on the back side, but it's going to be up against the wall, so I don't really care. Let's finish up the rest of these. So my dust collection's a little bit of a moron once in a while and doesn't like to turn off when it's supposed to. So these are actually going to screw into the back of the wall where there's a stud, and the other piece is going to go over the top of it and hide it. This detail really doesn't matter. All it is just so I can sink a screw up into the bottom of the shelf once it's all done. I just don't want a bunch of screws all showing. Boom. So I'm just going to stick this right about where I think it should go. Put it in, grab a level, get her just right. Come on. There you go. So when you're driving a screw in, you're using a short bit, you end up doing this little thing that totally drives me nuts. Oh, let's just change this bit. They make longer bits for a reason. There we go. Got. Done. Got. Done. So this now fit over the top of that and fit over the top of the screw, and it hides it, and boom, boom, boom. So I gotta find the stud, and it must be there because that thing was flashing. Put a little mark, and this is the only screw you should be able to see. I could fill it, but I'm frankly lazy. So it's just putting a little pressure against the wall. I can throw this level on there and then adjust it to where it's level. Seems good. Perfect. And I did the other side the same way. There we are. Oh yeah, let's tighten up these. Ew, old ones. Yay, new ones. Like and subscribe if you want. Well, that was super fun. Glad you stuck to the end. Really appreciate all of you that do watch all the way through the videos. I don't really know how to, like, other than saying thank you. But you guys are the ones that keep me motivated to do what I do, and putting it on a video. I could do all the things that I do and not put it on a video, but you're the ones that keep me going. If you think somebody else would gain from watching the content or would just find me entertaining, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm entertaining, but if I am, great. Have them go over to the like thing, and if you want to show them other videos, go to that. And if you want to look at other things that I may or may not have anything to do with, you can go here. Anyway, thanks for being here. Love y'all.